7. Barrett outside the switch. Doncic goes, oh, what a great step! And then he hammers it home. Broke his ankles.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing amazing, as I'm doing amazing right now. I actually had a long day, had school. I hung out with my friend for a very long time. The New York Knicks just came out with the W 116 to 106 up against the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans are a physical basketball team. They're not the greatest on the defense side of the basketball, but they're actually number one when it comes to allowing three-pointers made in games. I believe they allow 14 made threes, but they're also a really good rebounding team when it comes to second chance points. They're top 3 in that category, because you think of the physical bodies they have of a Steven Adams, a Zion Williamson, and Jackson Hayes is developing as well. They're definitely this very tough team, and Eric Bledsoe's strong as a guard. He hasn't really been crazy efficient this year, but just gosh, we finally won 4 in a row. We didn't look like a G League team when we were on a 3-game win streak. You got to be pleased with this. It looks like we're finally learning how to close out basketball games, and this is what great coaches do. They make adjustments of like what we should work on to make sure that we're better every single day, and that is what Tom Thibodeau's been doing, and you got to be happy with it. But yes, this was a team that I was really scared against, because they have physical body of Zion Williamson. They have these physical basketball players, and our struggle has been rebounding the ball. Nerlens Noel, don't get me wrong, really good shot blocker, but he's also very thin, so that's a big reason why he's not that great of rebounding the basketball. And of course, he can't catch. Sometimes he missed rebounds, which is really frustrating. I know Taj has been playing out of position with the New York Knicks at the center position, well, because we need depth there, of course. And also, he's a very experienced player, and he's proven to actually be solid in this league, still at 35 years of age. Yes, he's been playing power forward with the Thunder, with the Timberwolves, with the Bulls, but now he's playing center with the New York Knicks. So I always thought that freaking center narrative was like, or the power forward narrative was insane, because Marcus Morris played the 3 a lot, and Taj Gibson played the center position, but he's this really physical basketball player. He's really good at fronting guys and rebounding. He's one of these old school grinded out players, and he had 10 rebounds in the start, of course, over Nerlens Noel, because he was out with an injury. I believe it's not that bad. But to start off this game, like, we were shooting well from beyond the arc. We're a team that's usually not great from beyond the arc, but we started off well in this game, as Randall actually brought back his flow from beyond the arc. He made 5 threes on, I believe, 50% shooting or 60% shooting, which was awesome to see in this game, for sure. But yeah, the Zion Williamson, he's a physical freak of nature. Literally, no one could stop him in one-on-one situations, which is definitely not how you should be playing defense against him. But the thing, luckily, that is great about Zion Williamson, for the Knicks' sake, yes, he's going to score the ball. He's going to get up and down in transition. He's going to give them so much energy, but he still has ways to go defensively. If it's his footwork, positioning himself, the fundamentals of being aware out there on the court, backdoor cuts, because Julius Randle he was on fire against him. If it was those fall-away jumpers from downtown, getting to the rack, I thought Julius Randle was absolutely amazing in this basketball game. Yes, the efficiency may not be the greatest, because he did have a bad stretch in, I believe, the second quarter. But yeah, the Pelicans, Najee Marshall, I got to give credit to him. RJ Barrett did not have the greatest of game. And I actually thought it was a smart decision by Tibbs. People may say, I want RJ to have the experience down the stretch. We have seen what he's able to do down the stretch of games. RJ Barrett, did I think they did a good job, like, really involving him in the offense? No. But did he also force a lot of shots, and did he, like, not play smart basketball? Yeah, he did not play smart basketball, in my opinion. He really was rushing a lot of things, which always kind of pissed me off with RJ Barrett when he does that. He has been amazing this season, so I'm not going to be one of those Knicks fans, oh, what's wrong with RJ Barrett after, like, freaking second game when he's been crazy. Like, he's been very efficient this season on a consistent basis. So no, I'm not. And he's improved his 3-point shot. I'm not going to be one of those fans. But yeah, RJ Barrett, actually, Najee Marshall played good defense. People may be like, oh, he got locked up by a casual. But anyone that watches basketball knows Najee Marshall is a solid basketball player. I'm not saying he's good, but he's a guy that does the little things out there in the court. Plays defense, not a great 3-point shooter, but he was hitting them tonight for sure. But yeah, just early on, I thought we were shooting the basketball very well. It was actually a very close game. It really was. And actually, when you take a look at, like, things like Elfrid Payne had his moments that held onto the ball, like, there was no ball movement, but I actually thought he did a good job catching the defense, like, on its heels, in my opinion. And Brandon Ingram was amazing in this first half. Like, his ability to just elevate over people and knock down difficult shots is absolutely insane. But yet again, into the second quarter, the Pelicans made us feel very uncomfortable because they were not playing throughout their strengths whatsoever. And that was good coaching by Van Gundy. we don't like to run. We don't like to play with pace. We like to play in the half court setting and grind things out. And they wanted to build a pace. They're starting to shoot in transition. They're starting to work downhill. They're trying to make us tired. And because they know we can't consistently hit that three ball yet, they're like, okay, let's try to outshoot this basketball team, because we know, yes, they may go cold at one point, but a good adjustment by Tom Thibodeau defensively to really stop what they were doing great in this game. But I believe it was in the second quarter. I don't think it was in the third quarter, because Randall was amazing in the third quarter. So after Randall was great in the first quarter, he actually shot 0 for 10 when it came to the second. Like, nothing was going down like whatsoever. But I got to give credit to the bench. Quickly, when he was in there, he had 7 points in 7 minutes. Eventually, he did cool off after that. Shot selection still needs work. He needs to realize when he has to give up the basketball. Of course, we love his confidence. We love the dog in him. But I'm going to say this with RJ Barrett right now. Tom Thibodeau wants to win at any cost. So if you're hurting the team, we are not going to play you down the stretch. And I thought that was perfect My bad. I thought that was perfect execution by Tom Thibodeau, in my opinion, because he wants to win at any cost. RJ's going to have his opportunities, but in this game, he just simply did not have it, in my opinion. He looked erratic. He just did. He looked like how he was in the Summer League in the very first game. But yeah, I love the productivity of Derrick Rose off the bench. Alec Burks, Alec Burks is one of these really interesting players, so we're going to get into him later. But he's a guy that always, he's going to get buckets, but he's going to piss you off with a couple plays and all that. But in the third quarter, I actually thought both teams played well. It was really back and forth. It was close. I like Kyra Lewis Jr. He still has ways to go when it comes to playing the point guard position, so he kind of helped us out there. But we were really starting to play good defense, and we were really starting to shut off Zion. Like, Zion freaking went to work on us like the entire game up until the fourth quarter. Eventually we made very nice adjustments, but it's really hard to shut off Zion. Second chance point after second chance point. His second jump is just insane. Like, his ability to elevate over people at his size is just unbelievable. His ability to position himself, use the backboard properly. I know you guys may think that's really boring statement there, but just his ability to use the backboard and have such great touch is just absolutely unbelievable. And I love that he's running point for them, bringing up the basketball. He's an underrated playmaker. There were several plays that he made, really nice plays, actually. But eventually, just the Pelicans were not executing their shots. But I thought Johnson played well in this game as well. He actually has kickboxing, and his pedigree. So I'm glad there was no fight in this game, because talk about a real tough dude. It's freaking James Johnson for the New Orleans Pelicans. You may remember him on the Miami Heat. But I thought both teams came to play, as the first turnover didn't even come until literally one of the last plays of the third quarter. But Derrick Rose was freaking turned on the Jets, working downhill. Sometimes the ball movement's really erratic, and that's what caused the Pelicans to get back into this game. There was no ball movement whatsoever. The ball's starting to stick. I just don't get it. Why do we go away from what works? Doesn't it piss you off? At least in my opinion it does. But then coming around in the fourth quarter, the Knicks go to work. Yes, we were up 10 earlier in this basketball game, but in the fourth quarter, just again, we rode with the hot hand. We rode with what was working in this game, or who we trust down the stretch. And that is Alec Burks. Reggie Bullock also played well in this game. I thought Bullock actually shot the three ball pretty well, in my opinion. Even Norvell Pell brought some energy, which I love to see. But Burks, oh my God, he had 16, I believe, in the fourth quarter. This man, I know it's a joke. Nets fans, chill. Chill. Go back to New Jersey. No, I'm kidding. I don't hate the Nets like other Knicks fans do. But yeah, Alec Burks was amazing. Just his ability to elevate from downtown after his crossover pull-up jumper does look bad when he misses it, but he wasn't missing it tonight, and he's been Mr. Clutch for us in the fourth quarter. Yes, he has some plays sometimes that he thinks his handle is Kyrie Irving level. Sometimes you gotta respect his how confident he is out there. Sometimes he doesn't make the greatest of plays, but at the end of the day, this man was hitting a flamethrower from downtown, left and right, left wing, top of the key, right wing. Absolutely unbelievable. Even Julius Randle had a big time and one, fadeaway jumper on Zion. The shots he was hitting over Zion was amazing. And I actually thought Randle did a really good job. This is what Randle needed to do. I was talking to my boy Avery, actually. Follow him on Instagram, B-Ball Courtside. He had to kill Zion from the outside. He can't blow by, or he can blow by him, but Zion has such a great leap that he's potential to really smack it off the glass, you know what I'm saying? So Randall has to use that touch from outside and just take him outside on the perimeter because he still has some ways to go when it comes to timing block shots or timing contests when it comes to outside on the perimeter. And Zion, yes, he's really physically gifted when it comes to, of course, his strength, his athleticism, but he doesn't have the longest wingspan, so it's kind of hard for him to contest those shots, if you know what I'm saying. But he also has the freakish athleticism. But yeah, Randall's shot's been amazing this season. He was 0 for 10 in that second quarter. But geez, this man just really turned it on. He was amazing. Alec Burks was amazing. Got to be proud of the overall effort by this team. Even Taj Gibson had a big-time block on Zion Williamson. But yeah, literally rip Zion Williamson in the fourth quarter. We ran this zone. We did a really good job sealing him off. Like, we just did a great job on Zion. We made him feel uncomfortable. What's his weakness? Shooting outside on the perimeter. He showed flashes, but he's not a consistent player when it comes to his touch from the outside. And he has good touch around the basket, but he still has ways to go as a shooter overall, as a basketball player, if you know what I'm saying. But we did a really good job sealing him off, building this brick house, and making sure he doesn't get to the cup. And we did an absolute amazing job. Like, great adjustment by Tom Thibodeau, and I love that he rode with the high hands. You got to be happy with the overall effort by this team. Adversity after adversity, and we still find a way to win games. But 4 in a row, let's freaking get it, y'all. Thank you guys so much for the great amount of support. Dallas is going to be a very tough game, but can we make that 5 in a row? Yeah, Dad, I think we finally have a decent team. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.